Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new to my channel, welcome. I am back with another Love and Hip Hop Miami Season 3 review. This review is for part 2 of the reunion. I did do a review for part 1 of the reunion, so if you did not see that, please go check that out, and also go watch the rest of my reviews for this season of Love and Hip Hop Miami. So this episode starts with Trina trying to go backstage to get to Nicki Natural because Nicki Natural was disrespecting her during her interview. She was calling her and Trick Daddy the king and queen crabs of Miami. She was also saying a lot of disrespectful things about the two of them, and she also disrespected them throughout this season, so I can understand why Trina was pissed. So she was trying to get in the back room, and because she was unable to get into the back room, she got pissed off at production because she felt like they should not have allowed this girl to come at her the way that she was. And so she threatened to leave, and Bobby had to go outside and stop her from leaving, okay? She didn't end up leaving, but she didn't come back out on stage for a while. I can understand why Trina was pissed off about the way that this girl was disrespecting her, because she was trying to give the girl an opportunity, and the girl's stupid as hell for not taking advantage of the opportunity that she was being given. Even if her relationship with Trick Daddy was fake for the show, she was being co-signed by him, and that could have opened up opportunities for her, and the fact that she didn't take advantage of the opportunities is crazy to me, because Trina allowed her to perform in front of her and was also going to put her on her tour, and the fact that she didn't take advantage of that is insane to me, because that could have put her name out there. People would have known who she was, and they probably would have been able to see that she has some type of talent. But because she chose not to do that, people are going to look past her talent, even if she does have any, because they're going to look at the way that she is professionally, and clearly she's not professional at all, and she's disrespectful and difficult to work with, so I don't see her making it in the music industry at all. Now, Shay and Sukihana ended up getting into it a little bit because Sukihana felt some type of way about Shay jumping in her disagreement that she had with Nicki Natural at Briscoe's party, and so they kind of went back and forth, although I don't feel the need to really talk about that too much because it wasn't that big of a deal at the reunion, and it wasn't that big of a deal in the season. So they start talking about the Babs tour that Hood Brat, Sukihana, and Chameleon ended up putting together because Trina ended up canceling the tour that they were supposed to be a part of. And these girls ended up dragging Alvin, okay? They went in on him, which they have every right to, because he proved that he is not to be trusted as a manager or as a road manager, because he did a horrible job. He booked them for a dirty ass motel to stay in, and then he booked them to perform inside of this like bar that had people who looked like they only listened to country music in there, a place where these girls' music would never even be played. And so even Bobby said he felt uncomfortable walking in there because he was dressed like a highlighter, which I thought was funny because Bobby dresses like a highlighter a lot. Now, the girls did end up performing. They were good sports about it, but you can tell that they were uncomfortable performing in there. They showed a clip of a white woman in there singing the lyrics to one of the songs, and she said the N-word. She didn't skip over that word. She said it, and the fact that that woman felt as comfortable as she did saying it is weird to me. Chameleon and Sukihana felt some type of way about it, but Hood Brat really didn't. She said that she wasn't offended by it, but I personally think that the woman should have skipped over the word. You can like the song, you just don't have to say the word. I feel like it's a respect thing, and I don't think that she should have said it. Now, they end up asking Amara how she feels about the word, and she said that, I think she said that she doesn't think anybody should be using it. She also talked about how she felt rejected by the black kids and the Latina kids growing up because, one, she didn't look like the typical Latina that they put on TV, and, you know, two, black people felt like she was different from them because she was of Latin culture, so she really didn't know where she fit in. I think that she still kind of struggles with that now. You can kind of see that. Briscoe proved that he has not changed at all. I felt bad for Shello during this reunion because she was sitting next to him talking about how much he's changed and how they're still trying to work on things, and he said they were still trying to work on things too. He even asked her to move in with him in this big ass house that he was trying to buy at the very end of the season, and so he basically messed up. They ended up showing a clip of him and Chameleon kissing in this episode. They didn't show that this season though, which is odd to me that they waited all the way up into the reunion to show that when they could have just made that a part of this season somehow, because this woman looked like she was blindsided by seeing the clip of him making out with this other woman. And so Chameleon ends up coming out, and basically she says that she missed her period. So basically she's saying that there's a possibility that she could be pregnant by Briscoe, okay? And then Miami Tip comes out and said that she was having a little thing with Briscoe as well, and she said that Briscoe basically downplayed his relationship with Shello to her and to Chameleon. So it's weird to me that, you know, he knew this was going on and he didn't say anything to Shello. She really did look like she was blindsided. She said that she was disappointed in him, and she said that she was completely done with him. I hope she's completely done with him, because he just embarrassed her on national television like that. And I just feel like there's no more chances that she needs to give him. The two of them can just co-parent with their child, and that's about it. Now, he did say that he needs to talk to Shello after the reunion is over, and he also said that he needs to talk to Chameleon because obviously she might be pregnant with his child. So hopefully we'll see what ends up happening with that in the next season. But I mean, that was just a really messy situation. They start talking about how Trick Daddy is not taking his health seriously, and how both Joy and Trina have been trying to get him to be more healthy. Joy was definitely very pushy about Trick being healthy. I think that she did it the wrong way though, because she wasn't doing it in a nurturing type of way, or she wasn't doing it in a way that he felt comfortable with. It was almost like she was forcing him into it, which I can understand why she would want to force him to be a lot healthier. I feel like he thinks that he has to make changes to everything in his life. Like, he feels like he probably can't eat or have anything that he loves because he needs to be healthier, but that's not true. He just has to eat things in moderation, and there's ways to make unhealthy things a little bit healthier. I think that he should be taking it seriously, but he said that he doesn't want to take any lupus medication because it only treats the symptoms. It doesn't actually cure the disease. And so, I mean, he is right about that, and he doesn't want to be on 10 tons of medication, but if he doesn't want to be on all those medications, he definitely does need to make changes in his life in order to be a lot healthier. He said that the people in his family who have lived the longest ate the same exact way he did, but just because those people lived long while eating that way doesn't mean he's going to, because he has a very serious disease. Hopefully at some point he decides to take it more seriously and live a healthier lifestyle. They also talked about Joy and his relationship. They're not actually together, but I feel like they want to be together. They're just kind of working on things. It's definitely been a roller coaster ride with the two of them throughout the years, and basically he's very flirty with Joy, and he told Joy that if she still tries, he'll be right behind her. And he was saying it in a nasty way because he wants to look at her butt, which he claims that he slaps all the time. I think their relationship is kind of cute though. I know that they probably went through a lot of BS throughout their relationship, and it was probably very toxic at points and times, but they're a lot older now, and I feel like they could probably make things work, but we'll see what ends up happening with that. They started talking about Hood Brat and how she was taking care of her niece and nephew, and she gets emotional looking at the clips, which obviously she would be emotional because since her sister took her own life, she wants her niece and nephew to have the best life possible, and so that's why she's working so hard in order to give them the best life. They're living with her older sister right now, but at some point she said that she does want to take the kids to come live with her because her sister is already overwhelmed because she also has her own children and her own career too. Now, they asked her if she has a plan B if her music career does not work, and she said no, it has to work. There is no plan B, and I don't like that she said that there is no plan B. Sukihana actually said the same thing, and I like that Trick Daddy came in and told them that you should have some type of hustle outside of the music industry because you have things that you have to take care of that may need to be done right now, like bills and food and everything like that you're going to need. And if your music career is at a standstill, what are you going to do for money? So I think that they should have a plan B. I honestly think that everybody should have a plan B. Even somebody who does have a career should have something that they can do in case that doesn't end up working out, because anything could happen. So I honestly don't think that it's smart for Sukihana and Hood Brat to not have any plan Bs at all. Now, they end up talking about Hood Brat's relationship with Kenny, who is still married to his wife. They have not gotten a divorce yet. He was claiming that they're separated and that they are going to have a divorce, but she seems like she's completely over that situation because she said that him and his wife are constantly on some bullshit, and she really doesn't want to deal with that. I don't think she should be dealing with it at all. He has way too much baggage. She can find somebody else at some point in her life who's more suited for her. So they end up talking to Sukiyana about dealing with motherhood and work, and she said that her kids do live with her, but she's away from them a lot because of work. She wants to make money and she wants her music career to take off. I think that she should have a plan B, especially because she is a mother, because if the music thing does not work out, she's going to need some other way to take care of her children. She said that she worked at Popeyes before she was trying to start her music career, and she said that she got fired because she was bringing home too much chicken. But Popeyes is not the job I'm saying that she should have as a backup plan. I'm just saying that she should have a backup plan because she does have kids. She can be on multiple seasons of Love and Hip Hop. That doesn't mean that she's going to make that much friggin' money, and it doesn't mean that it's sustainable, and that doesn't mean that she's going to have a hit out. You never friggin' know. I'm not saying that she should be negative and think that she's not going to make it, but at the same time, if you have children, you have to make sure that you keep them in mind with everything that you do. Now, she was saying that she doesn't feel guilty about being away from her kids because she has to pay the bills and put food on the table for them somehow, which I can understand. I personally would feel guilty, though, being away from my kids so much, especially as young as her children are, because you miss out on a lot of things in their life that you can never get back. They asked her about this colorism brunch that she did. She said that she wanted to bring Black women of all different shades together because Black women of different shades are usually, sometimes against each other, and she feels like it shouldn't be that way, and so she wanted everyone to come together and embrace each other. It was a good idea that she had, but it did end up kind of getting messed up because of Amara and Prima Donna getting into it. They ended up asking her why she didn't invite Nicki Natural, which I thought was weird, because it's like, why would she invite Nicki Natural if she's got into it with this girl on multiple occasions and the girl took her phone? That's weird that they would even ask her if the girl would be invited. Her brunch probably would have got ruined even worse if Nicki was there than the whole situation between Prima Donna and Amara. So they end up ending this reunion with showing clips from the season that were fun for everybody. And, I did think that this was a pretty good season overall. I thought that it could have been better in some parts, but I thought it was an okay season. So that's a wrap for season 3 of Love and Hip Hop Miami. I want to know what you guys thought about this season and this part of the reunion down in the comment section. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button for me. I appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos. And thank you to all my subscribers for the support. I appreciate you all. And until next time, I will see you guys in my next video.